Hello and thank you for joining us on another edition of the program From the Territory. From the Territory, where we look into our hinterlands in the Federal Capital Territory and of course bring you their plight, their happiness and of course sharing news as the case may be. And attached to today's edition as usual is messages from the pulpits and more. My name is Tessie Omeri. We thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying tuned. Christian faithful have been charged to always pray for the nation as well as support government policies and programs. Rosemary Mortlel Bilal reports that this was the thrust of today's church service in the FCT.
It is commonly said, when there's peace, then a nation can have prosperity.
The Bible says those who love their nation, God is happy with them. So we encourage believers, no matter the difficulty, let us pray for the success of the government. Let us pray for peace, because it is in peace that we can have prosperity. So, and let us have goodwill for the success of the government. Let's be peaceful, let's be orderly, and let's just love God and love our neighbors as ourselves.
The senior pastor, New Estate Baptist Church Gudu, Reverend Idowu Akintola, says a new Nigeria of our dream is possible.
Today we are celebrating Nigeria, and the subject is having a new Nigeria. And what can we do as believers to move Nigeria forward? And after that, we will pray for our nation, pray for the new government, pray for peace in Nigeria.
As part of the church's contribution to leadership development and to create citizens' engagement in the democratic journey of Nigeria, the church deemed it fit to engage members on the leadership skills.
Our responsibility first and foremost is to pray for him.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Number one, Khan was very clear on the position of the church, and we took steps to pray and do the necessary.
While at the Temple of Mercy and Prophetic Ministry, the senior pastor, Pastor Akin, says the service is all about gratitude and thanksgiving to God for how far he has taken them through the journey of life as a church. Songs of praise is also from part of the church service. Rosemary Mortlel Bilal, NTA News.
And on security, operatives of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command have arrested a wanted logistics supplier and informant to a kidnapping and banditry group terrorizing the FCT and its environs. The suspect, one Mohammed Hamza, aka Auta, 25 years old, was arrested by the anti-kidnapping unit of the command at the Munguru forest. The suspect, who has been on the list of the command, is being held for his involvement in supplying firearms, ammunition and other weapons, food items and illicit drugs to the criminals in their various hideouts in the forest using a motorcycle. Exhibits recovered from the suspect include one AK-47 rifle, AK-47 ammunition, one mobile phone, foodstuff and an unregistered Boxer motorcycle. Investigations are being intensified to identify and cut off the criminal supply chain and arrest other members of the gang. Similarly, the command arrested 12 criminal suspects for various crimes, including illegal possession of firearms, illegal fabrication and production of small arms and light weapons, armed robbery, amongst other crimes. Also, operatives of the Utako Divisional Police Headquarters, following a tip-off, actionable intelligence arrested 8 suspected armed robbers at one Amala Garden in Utako. Following the arrest, 3 firearms of different caliber, knives and hard drugs were recovered from them. The suspect, Asani Ibrahim, 41 years, Yusuf, aka Tablet, an ex-convict, 25 years, Awal Lawal, and an escapee from prison, 22 years old, Hassan Dauda, amongst others, While investigation is ongoing on all cases, the Commissioner of Police, FCT Police Command, CP Haruna G. Garba, wishes to reiterate his resolve to crush crime and criminality in all of its manifestation within the Capital Territory. He equally enjoined the public to be law-abiding and be vigilant to enable them swiftly render distress and, of course, prompt actions when necessary. The Department of State Security Services, DSS, confirms that the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, is now in their custody for some investigative reasons. The service, in a statement, enjoins the media to apply utmost caution in the reportage and narratives concerning the situation. And away from security matters, a compendium that chronicles the contributions of members of the Nigerian unit or Nigerians Unite for Tinubu Shettima mandate during the 2023 general elections has been unveiled in Abuja. Onotu Yakubu was at a dinner where the compendium was launched.
This group of youths and women are members of the Nigerians Unite for Tinubu Shettima mandate, who served as foot soldiers during the electioneering campaigns, ensuring that the All Progressive Congress Party and their candidates emerged victorious at the polls. This dinner is to recognize and honor members for their contributions and sacrifices made in this regard. Former FCT Minister of State Ramatu Tijani Aliu says NUTH was founded to support the aspiration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima, while the compendium chronicles the role members played in realizing this noble objective.
It's an appreciation dinner, they called it for me, but I am saying it's a dinner I'm appreciating them, especially those from the far sides of the country, from the Federal Capital Territory, where most of the activities that happened in the FCT, besides only their coordinators, could not be attended by all of them. I thank them very much. I appreciate their sense of coordination, their sense of unity. Even when funds could not go around, they put together their common resources, believing in the cause of Nigerians Unite for Tinubu Shettima, and all their compendium today, a chronicle of the journey so far.
We are talking of a victory that came about through the contributions of common people who, for all we know, may never be able to meet the president in person. But they believed in the renewed hope message. It resonated with them, and some of them took it upon themselves to walk the nooks and crannies of this country to drive home that message. And we can only thank God that this has resulted in the victory that we all celebrate today.
Some members of the Nigerian entertainment industry were on ground to thrill the guests, while awards were also presented to deserving members. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Thank you, Onoze Yakubu. Students of the College of Health, Science and Technology, KEFI, have been tasked to maximize the benefits of acquiring health and medical training for better opportunities. Provost of the college, Dr. Suleiman Mohammed Abdullahi, posed the challenge during the matriculation of 2022-2023 admitted students. Muhammad Awalu has more.
That I shall observe and respect.
After the oath of allegiance, which was administered to the students by the registrar of the college, Salisu Juma Musa, the provost, Dr. Suleiman Muhammad Abdullahi, reminded the matriculating students to maximize the opportunity of acquiring training and skills, which will groom them for a better future.
Our institution here is unlike conventional institution. It is a professional institution. When you come with your certificates, with your AAs, we ask you to keep it at the gate. We put you into class and examine you. If you are able to achieve the success, we give you the go-ahead.
The matriculants expressed their excitement.
Very happy today that I ate this day.
This is the most happiest day of my life.
I thank God, I'm happy.
As they bask in the euphoria of the moment, what remains is for them to settle down and acquire knowledge for self-esteem and humanity. From KEFI, Muhammad Awalu, NTA News.
And from education, now we move to acts of charity. To provide succor and give the physically challenged, especially women and children, a loving sense of belonging, the Purple and Shelter Initiative, a non-governmental organization, has organized a shopping spree for the blind, deaf, and other physically challenged children and adults in the society. The event drew the attention of 300 children in Kuje, Niger State, and some schools for special children in Abuja. Safia Uche reports that the event was fun-filled.
It is said that there is no greater joy than putting smiles on the faces of the less privileged in the society. Purple World Shelter Initiative, a non-profit organization, is achieving this by entertaining 300 children with various forms of disability. Then the organizers displayed shoes, bags, toys, so much goodies to buy.
Purple World Shelter Initiative was born out of a need to give kids living with disabilities some special treats and also help the abused ones. So what we offer is we give support, we'll care for them, and also we give them those exceptional treats that they don't have on a good day.
We're going to give them 1 million purple wands to share for themselves so that they can enjoy anything. This I want, they'll pick it and they'll pick it. So all these beautiful ladies here they come here for this purpose.
The organizers are doing a very good job, because if you see the excitement in the faces of these children, you will know that the love they feel and the attention they get from people around, in fact, it's heartwarming.
Organizers say it is the least they can offer to the society and are appealing to privileged individuals to collaborate with the NGO and give the physically challenged a loving sense of belonging. Safia Noma Uche, NTA News.
Welcome back. The program is still from the territory, reaching you from NTA Channel 5, Abuja. Now, since the announcement of the removal of the fuel subsidy by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, FT residents have welcomed the move but say they are now prudent with their spending and movements. Aisha Uba Ali went round the city during work hour and after work reports on her first-hand encounter with some residents.
A step that many administrations could not take, but finally it topped the agenda of the current administration, with Nigerians now looking for alternative means of surviving the face.
Many Nigerians, especially on the streets of Abuja, have applauded the federal government for removing the subsidy. But however, we can see the impact of these on the road. We have few cars and less traffic on the road. But however, the civil servants who spoke to have appealed to federal government to find a way of cushioning the effect of subsidy removal. But we didn't only speak with civil servants. We're out on the street of Abuja at night to see how the nightlife in Abuja is now that the subsidy has been removed.
Many believe what will be good at times has a rough start, and that is how they see this subsidy removal, which they are in full support.
From here to Kurudu, where I stay, I think it's around 500 naira. So for me, I personally, to be paid that 500 naira, I'm okay with, I'm happy with.
Stay here now. Do you see anyone here? There is no car, and I really do not blame anyone.
There should have been a plan for the civil servants.
Even though this has affected movement, spending, here at Lagos streets, residents and traders are also seeing slight downturn in night and social life of people.
They come here and then spend some time. Now, immediately they close, they have to go back home.
Truck City, very okay, abeg. Let them remove it, abeg. What we are expecting for this government, please, make them double our salary.
It's not small we dey sell now. We know they see people. You don't see the road, no motor. Before the Lagos State, they busy well, but now.
You dey stay till daybreak before?
We dey stay like 2, 1, 2. But now as people know day, we no go fit stay again. Before 12, everybody don't run away.
Some women are happy that their husbands can now sit at home with them. But for Mary, who sells fish at the popular Lagos street at Garki, she's not buying into that idea. Aside not having people coming to buy fish, the increase in the price of roast fish is also another issue customers have to deal with. Customers like Muhammad, subsidy removal would not stop him from hanging out, but it has reduced the amount of spending.
Even this subsidy, I'm still buying fish. Even today, I even go and buy a fuel. Before my tank, I using only 20,000 to fill my tank. But now, I am buying a 30-something thousand, but I even bother.
This popular joint used to be a beehive. Bright is a comedian and entertainmentpreneur. He described his movement with that of ruler measurement.
It's not somehow it has affected not just at night, but daily movement and all that. It came hard on Nigerians.
Even from the things we get from the supplies we are getting, everything is getting so high right now.
This development has been telling on nightlife activities, movement, spending and all. But in all, Nigerians see there is no other time than now. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Indeed, Aisha, I agree with them. There is no other time than now. And I know that there'll be light at the end of the tunnel. And there's one thing I like about Abuja residents, that nightlife, they must be hanging out. Though I know that the spending has reduced drastically. But then life must go on. Poor access road in life can be more meaningful with basic social amenities that work for the people through sustainable provision. This much is the story of Damagaza community in Lokogoma Axis, where a diverse settlement wants development badly. Rosemary Bilal in this report exposes the current situation.
The journey is tasking due to the unpaved, bumpy road dotted on one side with electricity poles not liked by cables, indicating abandonment.
The issue of lights, actually they are trying at times, but NEPA, for some times they can take a light maybe for some hours, like 3 hours before they bring the light. So, and what used to cause that, when there is these challenges of this breeze, that is the rainfall. So anytime the rainfall with the breeze, then we have serious problem. Maybe it do affect the high tension.
For a village with about 3,000 people, the clinic has a single bed, no equipment of any kind, no water or electricity.
This transformer here, it used to trip off some part of electricity gadget, which I fall in the part of that. If it trip off, they have to come and recheck it, maybe about 4 or 5 hours time. So what we are pleading to them is that they should just make sure that they permanent this thing. That is this transformer. Presently, as I'm talking to you now, I don't have light.
They have rejected us like we are not in the FCT, lamented a community member who appealed for more attention.
Another challenge here is there is no any governmental organization here. Understand? So people tend to go out and do their thing outside. Maybe due to because of the locality, though it's even close to town, but here is not really well known. Understand? So the road to start with will be helpful in terms of accessing the community from each phases.
Now, at times we will be in darkness like 2 days.
What happened? What is the...
It's not from community transfer. The problem is from NEPA. When we ask them, they will say it's not here, only here, and we understand. Even from when there is no light here, when I go to where I'm working at Apo, I will explain the same, because I believe their connection from there and here are the same.
Mandigaza is one of the long abundant communities that make Nigeria's national capital Abuja a dualism because of its coexistence of predominantly Hausa and Bagi ethnicities. Rosemary Moltelem Bilal, NTA News.
Hoping that the relevant authorities will come to their aid. Moving on to another community, Piwoyi. A community has become a mecca of a sort for NTA crew who have beamed their searchlight for the territory development in the FCT. The lack of secondary school in that community was on the news last week. Today we bring you another story of a waterfall hidden somewhere in Piwoyi community. Deborah Gaza-Jamaica is our guide.
Piwoyi has been popular because of Nikki Arts Gallery and huge government institutions located in the area, thereby giving the area a beautiful landscape. The Office of the African First Lady's Peace Mission recently inaugurated National Assembly Institute, to mention but a few. Apart from the beautiful aerial view of Piwoyi, a tour guide, Daniel Audu Kaura, took the crew to one of Piwoyi natural sites, which is a waterfall running through some communities of the locals.
It was quite adventurous for NTA News crew to trace these waterfalls here in Piwoyi community along the airport road under the Abuja Municipal Area Council.
Using this waterfall sometimes when they are doing another occasion, like something like picnic and other things, we came here. Many people, both women and the men and the young men and the young ladies, we are here to celebrate. Sometimes, even for something from celebration, we used to come here and enjoy ourselves. We want to make government look into this matter and look into this place, so that if we return to this place as a tourism something, so that many people, both outside country and in Nigeria, they will come here and experience many things for this place.
Harnessing Nigerian tourism potentials is one aspect that many have suggested, and the Piwoyi waterfall will not only be a source of revenue to the FCT, but Nigeria as a whole, as it can equally provide employment, thereby reducing the burden of unemployment among the teeming youths. Piwoyi community in the Abuja Municipal Area Council. Deborah Gaza-Jamaica, NTA News.
For the people of Piwoyi community in the FCT, is the story of you win some, you lose some. They are lacking secondary school, and there they have this hidden treasure. Beautiful nature, ambience. Have you been looking for where to do that special picnic or that family get together? You can just go to Piwoyi and you never can tell. It might just be a wonderful experience. And it is on that wonderful experience note we wrap up today's edition of From the Territory, until we come your way next week with another interesting package. From all of us, we say have a beautiful afternoon.